Imagine handing a stack of deeply personal, maybe even traumatic interview transcripts to a machine, then just letting it tell you what those human experiences mean.
It sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it's the reality researchers are facing. We're looking at Dr. Mustafa D.K.'s 2026 paper on whether delegating that intellectual work is smart or just lazy.
I tend to think it's a powerful way to augment research. If we use AI as an interlocutor to help surface things we missed, it's a massive win for efficiency.
I'm not so sure. There's a real risk of cognitive offloading here. If a new researcher skips the struggle of manual coding, they might never actually learn how to synthesize data.
But take the case of Amila, the PhD student mentioned in the text. She used AI to generate a codebook, but then rigorously verified every single quote. Isn't that retaining authority?
Actually, no. Whoever draws the initial map holds the epistemic authority. By letting the AI build the starting frame, she's already fallen for anchoring bias without even realizing it.
I see it more like a calculator for a physicist. Why do long division by hand when you could be focusing on quantum mechanics? Why not offload the tedium?
Because in qualitative research, the tedium is the physics. It's not just data management. That messy struggle with the text is where the actual meaning is generated.
That makes sense for a student. But what about a tenured pro? If they already have the mental schemas, can't they use it for basic content analysis safely?
Maybe for basic word counts, but for reflexive thematic analysis, subjectivity is the resource. An AI doesn't have a lived experience, so it just flattens everything into a statistical average.
The cultural flattening point is scary. The paper says these models favor dominant Western patterns and can even hallucinate quotes that sound plausible but were never said.
Exactly. If you haven't spent hundreds of hours manually holding the data, you won't even have the sensory awareness to spot when the AI is making things up.
So, we need better rules. The paper suggests this 5-question reasoning scaffold to force researchers to be specific about what exactly they're offloading.
It's a great start. We need a traceable log of AI collaboration, not just a vague disclaimer saying we used a chatbot. We have to own the process.
It's like the autopilot analogy. Modern flying is safer because of automation, but the most vital skill for a pilot is knowing exactly when to turn it off.
Spot on. We can't let the allure of speed mask the threat to our discipline. The human-situated act of meaning-making has to come first.